College is a big step in deciding your future, but being the first in your family can make the decision even bigger. As I entered high school and realized I only had 4 more years to make one of the biggest decisions of my life, I got nervous. As my junior and senior year fast approached and it became time to be an adult, the decisions got harder. Hello everybody, my name is Dakota Zopp and I'm the first in my family to go to college. My parents had me at a very young age, which forced my dad to go straight into the workforce to make money for his family. My family quickly expanded and my mother chose to be a stay-at-home mom. Being the first in my family to attend college has had many challenges, such as enrollment, filling out FAFSA applications, which is a free application for federal student aid, and it helps low-income families, and meeting deadlines to assignments. However, this has also had a positive impact on my life. You may be asking, why are you telling me this today? Well, it has shown my siblings that they can do anything they set their mind to, even if they're the first one to follow that path. I knew at a young age that I loved working with children. I babysat a lot, and in high school I joined a club called Character Ed, which is where you would go to the younger schools and help them with projects, struggling students, and supervising field trips. I also wanted to better myself and my future and become a role model for the children who don't have one. Being the first person to go to college in my family has been very overwhelming, but with the right mindset and encouragement from the people around me, it has opened up a lot of opportunities. College is a huge decision, and it can generally take anywhere from 2 to 8 years to finish. Being the only one in your family so far to go to college may be difficult because you're going through many things for the first time, and you do not have your parents to guide you through the situation. When I realized that I wanted to go to college, I wanted to pursue a degree in child and adolescent psychiatry. I had no idea where to begin or what I needed to begin. I went to my guidance counselor and she looked at my ACT scores. It's the American College Testing Score, which is a standardized test given to high school students that colleges look at for acceptance, and my high school GPA or grade point average. She told me that both of my scores were very good. Next, she helped me look for colleges that suited my interests in the degree that I wished to pursue. When I found some colleges that I was interested in, I started filling out applications. My guidance counselor proofread my essays on my applications to make sure that everything was spelled right and grammatically correct. During high school, I studied hard for the ACT and worked hard in the classes I was taking. I kept my grade point average above 3.0. I really wanted to be a child and adolescent psychiatrist because of my sister. She was diagnosed with ADD, ADHD, and PTSD, and bipolar disorder. Being so young and going to the doctors, they recommended that she see a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist helped my sister manage her feelings and continue on everyday life. She became a happier person. I applied to the University of Minnesota Rochester, which is a medical school that's connected to the Mayo Clinic. I got my own apartment there and I started school. I soon got very homesick and I realized that psychiatry was not the field that I wanted to go into. I didn't know what to do next. I started looking up different degrees that involved helping children. When I looked more into elementary education, I knew that was the path for me. I called the student advisor at the University of Barron County in Wisconsin and set up a meeting with her. She explained to me transfer credits, which are credits that transfer over to a class that you need for a different field that you're going into, and how I could take my generals at that campus for teaching. I filled out the application to UWBC and waited for an acceptance letter. Once I got my acceptance letter, I started driving 45 minutes morning and night to get to school. Also, my FAFSA application was randomly chosen to be looked over to make sure that what I wrote down on it was true. This was a huge burden on me because I would have to spend extra time at the school and turn in multiple papers multiple times. Being that I have a big family and money is tight, I relied on the FAFSA to pay for my tuition. This process took a whole semester to settle, which resulted in me having to pay for the semester out of pocket. I was already working a full-time job at a restaurant and barely making it by. So this was a huge setback for me. I finished that semester and decided the traveling cost was just too much. I talked to the student advisor again about online schooling. I enrolled in online courses at UWBC and continued working full-time. Taking the online courses cleared my schedule for work. I was way less stressed and a happier person. However, it did come with its challenges. I had to learn a lot of self-discipline. It was my job to know when things were due and what the requirements for each assignment was. After that semester, I had to transfer out of UWBC because there was not any more credits that I could take to further my education as an elementary educator. I looked into colleges that I wanted to transfer to, and when I looked at UW Superior, I decided on that one. It's the only UW college that allows you to get your teaching degree completely online. And that was the best way that I learned. When my acceptance letter came in the mail for the first time, I knew that my life was going to change. I had been accepted to my first choice college and on my way to pursuing my degree. I was setting up a life for myself that would definitely change my future. When it was all said and done and I pushed through many obstacles, my perseverance paid off, and I was a college student on my way to making a career for myself. I wouldn't have been able to do it without my guidance counselor, my student advisors, the encouragement of my family, and perseverance. When you are faced with a situation that the people around you aren't familiar with, it can be overwhelming. However, when you see positive feedback from the hard work, it's definitely worth it. College is a big decision and comes with many struggles, but it also impacts you in many great ways. As Phil Collins once said, "In learning you teach, and in teaching you learn." Take the time to step out of your comfort zone and great things will happen. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my speech. I hope my story will encourage you to push through struggles because the outcome is amazing.